Calling David Keller.
Hey James,
Hey David, how are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Fine, fine, very, very well. I'm happy to be here with you.
All right, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, did you get the pictures that I sent, the infrared?
Yes, I did. Amazing pictures. To be quite honest, amazing pictures.
Yeah. So, did you see the because you know those red orbs that are like on the bottom and to the right of it? Those are not all stars or nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
those. There's one of those that's clearly a lens flare. I'm gonna be showing that to people on this video. We're gonna be doing. But there's one that intrigues me, David. It looks very much like the what I'm calling. I'm calling it the Death Star just because it's a strong name, and it does have like a helmet shaped or a hole in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean, right? So it looks like this object with a hole in the middle. So you clearly got something. There's two shots. There are two pictures you sent me from all the. I think you sent me like five pictures, right? From those
I
pictures,
bet
how many pictures were there?
I should have sent you more pictures. I thought I sent more, but I'll send you more.
No, don't worry, man. Anyway, so from those pictures, two of them are clearly an object next to the sun. Let me be very clear to you, David. From our subscribers, there is a very big amount of them that believe it could be a fake sun or a projector, okay? And there's a very big amount of them that believe that this object may be approaching. It's like Nibiru, Planet X, whatever. There's another amount that believe that this object was already there, always already there. You know what I mean? And now it's being visible.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of theories and still yet no conclusion. What makes this even a bigger, more mysterious, in my opinion.
Well, um, it's kind of awe-inspiring when you think about uh, the whole thing in a wide view. I'm kind of wordless as far as like what I've been observing myself here. So I wish I could answer all the questions that but that particular one I wrestle with myself. So
Yes, what could be this object, right? It's there.
those are,
It's like not only you, there are other folks that are taping and recording, seeing this.
you hear this chopper behind me?
That's a chopper?
Can you hear the helicopter behind
Yes,
me?
I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's a military Huey aircraft hovering over my house.
Why would it be doing that?
I don't know. You could hear them, can't you?
Yes, I can.
It's a black helicopter on top of that.
Oh, that's not good, David. I can clearly hear it. I think we recorded it live. Well, David, there are a lot of choppers moving due south, and west.
Well, I'll tell you this much about the star that they're calling the Western Star or whatever, the Southwest Star or whatever. Um, for one, they say that they're trying to debunk that by saying it's Venus. Well, it's like this: if you just download the app, Solar System Scope, and you look at the way that everything's rotating, in the universe, our particular solar system. So you never see not hardly do we ever see Venus because it's on the inside ring of us spinning around, if in fact it is round. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's
My,
very interesting. Very interesting.
my point is though is that so we don't see Venus. So how could they sit there and try to debunk something by saying it's Venus and they don't understand how bright it is? Why it's so bright? Well, that's because it ain't Venus.
You know what amazed
Venus is
me, David? When you told me the first time, a couple of weeks ago, I believe, you told me that it wasn't Venus. You know, it was a brown dwarf. And I was like,
yes.
yeah, you know what? I got the feeling that this guy is telling the truth. So I went on and I went to this, I went scavenging the whole internet after articles talking about people who are seeing this object in the west, to the west, this star, this western star, bloggers and whatnots, people that are not me and you, okay? And
Right.
well, I was amazed on the comments, David. I was amazed by people like you who have basic and advanced knowledge of how it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? Like experience in life, somewhat an experience in life. You know, and they were like all of them saying it is not Venus. You were even swearing and calling the guy names. You know, it was inappropriate, but they were very angry that
Yeah.
the blogger was trying to make them believe that into this Western star is Venus. Everyone, from the 100 comments I read, 99 of them were like, "This is not Venus." You know, so I was like, you know what my first thought was, David, that there are a lot of trolls on YouTube mainly. You know, these people that are commenting that it's Venus, whatever. You know, that are trying to make others believe that everything is normal. You know, even though we have chemtrails, black chemtrails. You know, it's trolls because it's
Well,
serious. We're probably touching a delicate topic here. Okay, now we're in the possible channel, right? We're talking about impossible stuff, and obviously it's gonna touch some people's heart and hurt some people. You know, make people angry. You know what I mean? But I want to
yeah.
ask you a question. Okay, there are a lot of people talking about the moon lately, David. That the moon does not look right. Have you noticed it?
No, I've noticed that everything that's visible in our sky is not right for some reason. I mean, the sun rises in the south and goes down in the southwest now over here. That's what's really bothering me is that part. But then our moon, yeah, it seems a lot closer lately than That's just my own observation.
Yeah, very
I could be
interesting observation about the sun. Could you extend yourself a little bit about that?
about the. Excuse
The
me.
you said that the sun is setting in a different position.
Right. Yeah. Well, over here on the northern hemisphere in the United States, um, I'm sitting here and I watch the sun. It's coming up over here in the southeast. So then it's sitting over here, barely in, not even. It's like not even. I'd say 100. I don't know how to explain it. How would you explain that? It's sitting over here at the southeast areas where it's coming up, and then the southwest is where so it's not even making a full 360 degrees. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. You have full circle. You know, it's like a nail shaped vector, right?
Yeah,
It
it's not.
goes up in the sky, and then it turns and goes down,
Yeah,
something like that.
exactly.
Yeah,
But it's still in the same. You know, what used to go over our head, even in the wintertime, it would still basically go over our head. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Can't explain.
I confirm that. I can confirm that. Yes, yes. Some people have been saying it's winter. It's because it's winter, you know. But that does not convince me because the sun is also setting where it's not supposed to here, over here in
Well,
South America, you know. Okay,
there's only one thing that could be doing that, anyways. Well, a couple different things, but
okay,
one it all consists of a lot of mass. You know what I mean? If there isn't a whole lot of mass, then it's not going to yank anything's electromagnetic hold on each other. You know what I mean? They won't disturb
okay.
each other. But this thing is coming in and been disturbing, or should I say, perturbing all of the planet's orbits. So you know, it's gonna make our North Pole point in a totally different direction towards it for a minute. But it's not. That's not the bad part. That's just gonna get the volcanoes and the earthquakes going, right? Well, the bad part is when it lets go because our sun's not gonna let go. So that's gonna be the weeble wobble right there.
That is a very interesting analysis. Well, you know what, David? I have a very interesting theory
Yeah.
that this object, whatever it is, we gotta admit it, right, David? There's something wrong with our sun and our sky in general. It doesn't matter how the trolls would like to put it, you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people would like to say that there is no Nibiru or Planet X, and I'm kind of one of the people. I'm kind of one of the guys that I'm not with Nibiru and I'm not with Flat Earth. You know what I mean? I want to really know the truth. I'm not gonna coin things. I'm not gonna say things that I don't know. You know what I mean? But there's something clearly wrong with the sun, the moon, a lot of UFO sightings,
Yeah.
right? And this Western star suddenly showed up, and now
Yeah.
it's getting really bigger to the point that we got bloggers talking about it, and a lot of people commenting that it's not Venus. So let's say that we have a bigger Earth, you know, we have a bigger Earth than they told
Yeah.
us, and that maybe this Earth has another sun, that stays on the other side. I don't know. If it's coming, it's exchanging paths with our sun, you know what I mean? Then we would feel exactly what you're talking about. Uh,
Right.
we would have volcanoes going off. We would have like a sort of a reset, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't put anything past our military as far as starting wars interstellarly or right here inside our own Earth. But they could, what if the flat earthers are right? You know what I mean? And there's another whole set of continents out there. You know what I mean? And the rings just keeps getting bigger. And what if there's others on that side in that ring? And we go over there messing around, and you know, who's to say that they don't make something mad, and maybe those beings have better technology than we do, and they could be losing the fight. Who knows? And they don't want to tell us because why would they? They just want our young boys to go over there and die for them. You know what I mean? So what do they care?
So,
But
this is a very good moment for us to warn anybody that is getting involved with this war, right, David? Not to, because they probably have higher technology, don't they?
well, and yeah, and we should. They probably know how to treat their part of the whole deal. You know what I mean?
Sure, because they have never broken their deal. I've never seen them on this part.
And
And
all we
I'm sorry?
tear it up. That's the whole deal. You can't do that when you meet up with a new civilization. You know. No wonder why it took so long. And can you imagine if there was another ring of continents and then another one and then another one, but that we are really that dumb where we didn't know? Just a general person. Wouldn't that would make us look very ignorant if you ask me.
Well, I think that you might be right. And I think that what's happening is people are sending amateur rockets out into the sky, into space, and they're
Yeah,
taping no curvature at all. And I have this video where this rocket goes up to 100 kilometers high in the sky and no curvature at all. So if the Earth is round, I bet you would need to go very much higher to see it, see the curvature. And I'm betting on the fact, David, that we do have extra layers, like you just said. And I believe that people like the Rothschilds, important and big guys, these big fellas, they have been extracting resources from these other rings, and that's it. Why would they open that to us? Why would they tell you, or why would they tell me? I believe that it's one of those moments where people are finding out for themselves. They can't hide it any longer. Um, so yeah, maybe there's an alien war, and maybe these suns, maybe maybe this all these anomalies are part of this war, or these changes that they're doing to us. I don't know why. Some say it's to reset and cleanse the world from these bad politicians and bad people, bad intentioned people, you know what I mean, that have been hiding the fact that they exist. There is a very big trend that people believe in, that these aliens are trying to get in contact with us for quite a long time, and the CIA and special, alphabet agencies like FBI and all that, and say they have been working to close us from getting in contact with them. And what I've heard is that now is the time, and they can't hold it any longer.
I believe that humans have never had to deal with two, the brown dwarf and the red dwarf coming in all at the same time. I don't think you know. I don't think we've ever had to deal with that. But I mean, even something even closer to home, and I don't mean to change the subject, but Fukushima, that thing's been going off, spewing out tons of radioactivity, which is way inside our own atmosphere, for over 5 years. Do you think that might get us before everything else? Because they done killed the Pacific, which means that they
That
killed
is
all.
very, very serious. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that will get to us before anything else.
Yeah, but the photoplankton is all gone, so that's 80% of our oxygen creators right there. That'll probably get us way before anything else comes into us, I think.
I can tell you something, David. The photoplanktons are still not gone. I can guarantee you 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Here in South America, at least, we have a bunch of them. They're cool. They're working fine. But mutation, probably, yeah, a lot of mutation out there. Um, You know what, David? I have reason to believe that it may even be on purpose. You know what I mean? They
Right.
have killed so many fishes and animal life, sea life, whatever, that they may
Yeah.
even be trying to cause mutation on purpose. So there's a continuation on whatever they call Earth. I don't
Right.
know. It's weird. There was another leak on Fukushima. Okay, you saw
Yeah.
that, right? And there's another one. Oh my gosh, yes. So this is way more serious than
Yeah.
any other thing. I'm
Well,
definitely not eating fish for a while, right?
right. Nothing can compare
Yeah.
to that incident.
It's in
And
the rain, right? It's in the rain.
it's in the rain. It's in our ocean, and every time it falls with the rain, it bioaccumulates in anything that's um, organic, which is us. And you know, they done, like I said, it's already finished off the photoplankton in the Pacific, and that's where the Earth, realistically got 80% of its oxygen from. Without that photoplankton, all the whales and everything else die, which that's the saddest part is all of us human beings are responsible for every one of them whales, and regardless if we're Japanese or not, we're still using nuclear energy right here in America. So I can't, I can't even say that I'm could be acquitted from paying that price too. So
Do you think, for example, that if Jesus returned, let's say just not that he did return, okay? Um,
right.
what do you think would be done to him? Do you think that people would kill him again? For example, they would like, what do you think would happen?
I think, yeah, we would have a repeat of the last time.
Yeah, I think too. That's what most amazes me. Like, oh my gosh, I think people would actually kill him again.
They would, and they wouldn't they wouldn't there wouldn't be anything changed about it. You know what I mean? They'd probably rather set free a murdering rapist like they did back then, and and that's an actual real story that the Romans put in their own archives. You know what I mean? So that's not even a fable or nothing. That's a real dude went through that, regardless of if he was Messiah or not. Has any of us took that kind of a abuse and not change his mind? I don't think any of us had that kind of resolve anywhere lately. So you know if he was here, yeah, they'd probably do the same thing to him again. You know,
Yeah, because for example, let's just say that people believe that there will be an antichrist, okay? And Jesus returns, right? Okay, hey guys, I'm Jesus, I returned, right? And they say, no, you're the antichrist. Okay, let's kill you. And then they do it again. You know what I mean? A repeat of the whole story. It's very probable. It's very, very probable.
well, more than probably, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They have mentally prepared people for that. You know what I mean? For the coming of the Antichrist. So yeah, I'm worried about that. But I don't think that any. I believe that biblical events, if there are any to happen, probably we're gonna see animals going crazy, birds, flocks of birds flying towards places they shouldn't. You know what I mean? The red rain. People are already reporting this red rain going on. I don't know if you watched one of our videos where Mike Decker, he taped the flight paths for these weird flight paths for the North Pole. They go directly to the North Pole, the Arctic Ocean, and the path just dies there. Did you see this?
Yeah, and they're supposed to be heading to someplace other than that. I wouldn't take that jump. I mean, towards the North Pole to get to Singapore or someplace like that.
Exactly.
You know.
The humans from the other side, right? I bet that they would love to meet us, or to even better, I bet they would love the fact to just to interact with our world and vice versa.
As far as any life on the other outer ring, yeah, they probably do want to interact with us, but they're trying to simply say, "Well, come here with respect. Don't come over here with your guns and your missiles and do like that movie Avatar, for instance, or like they've done to native tribes." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what they find the resource over there and they want it, but they don't want to give them no respect for it. So that's the whole point.
yeah,
And even guys up in Standing Rock, that's the whole reason why all them other protests were allowed to get all crazy like they were, is because they want the Americans to go ahead and feel threatened or tired, sick and tired of people acting like that. So yeah, let's make a law that makes it protesting illegal, which actually takes away from our First Amendment right?
exactly.
they willingly would give that right up just to stop protesters, and that's why it was all allowed, is because they want for the Americans to go ahead and vote that thing in, which takes away from our. Once you mess with those first 10 amendments, you might as well just forget it, and then they could go up there to Standing Rock and arrest every one of those natives that are fighting for protecting people's water source, from poisoning a whole other system. You know what I mean? Just so we'd have to drink out of a bottled water.
For example, I have observed for myself that they have been poisoning the water on purpose. So one thing that I've
Yep.
been told is to stockpile on water bottle, buy as many as water bottles as you can right now. That's what I've been told. I have not started doing it, but yeah, sure, I should do it, at some point before the end of the year. David, again, it's been a pleasure. I have to go right now. And if you want to say anything right now
All right.
to someone you know out there.
Um, I just want to say to everybody, be safe and treat everybody, good. That's all I have to say.
That's the best advice. Thank you very much, David, and see you again. Take care, buddy.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Calling David Keller.
Hey, James.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Fine, fine, very, very well. I'm happy to be here with you.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, did you get the pictures that I sent, the infrared?
Yes, I did. Amazing pictures. To be quite honest, amazing pictures.
Yeah. So, did you see because those red orbs that are like on the bottom and to the right of it? Those are not all stars or nothing. I
Yeah,
don't know what.
there's one of those that's clearly a lens flare. I'm gonna be showing that to people on this video, we're gonna be doing. But there's one that intrigues me, David. It looks very much like the what I'm calling it the Death Star just because it's a strong name and it does have like a helmet shaped or a hole in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? So it looks like this object with a hole in the middle. So you clearly got something. There's two shots. There are two pictures you sent me from all the. I think you sent me like 5 pictures, right? From those
I
pictures,
bet
how many pictures were there?
I should have sent you more pictures. I thought I sent more, but I'll send you more.
No, don't worry, man. Anyway, so from those pictures, two of them are clearly, there's clearly an object next to the sun. Let me be very clear to you, David. From our subscribers, there is a very big amount of them that believe it could be a fake sun or a projector, okay? And there's a very big amount of them that believe that this object may be approaching, it's like Nibiru, Planet X, whatever. There's another amount that believe that this object was already there, always already there, you know what I mean? And now it's being visible.
Hmm.
So it's, a lot of theories and still yet no conclusion. What makes this even a bigger, more mysterious, in my opinion.
Well, um, it's kind of awe-inspiring when you think about the whole thing in a wide view. I'm kind of wordless as far as like what I've been observing myself here. So I wish I could answer all the questions but that particular one I wrestle with myself. So
Yes, what could be this object, right? This is it's there,
those are,
it's like not only you, there are other folks that are taping and recording, seeing this.
you hear this chopper behind me?
That's a chopper?
Can you hear the helicopter behind
Yes,
me?
I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's a military Huey aircraft hovering over my house.